Hello there everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome to my new Let's Play, which is going to be an old classic, Super Mario 64. Basically everyone and their grandmother has done a Let's Play of this game at some point. And I am no different. Hence the reason why we're playing this today, and hence the reason why I'm playing this in 2019. So, since everyone and their grandmother has played this game, each of them have to stand out in their own unique way in order to show up in search results and such. So, my opinions when it comes to this game, man, is this game a classic. It's always been a classic, no matter what. Sure, there are some things here that are that have not aged very well, but even so, it was very revolutionary for its time. This game was originally released in 1996, and it was a launch title alongside several others for the Nintendo 64. Excuse me. And as such, it is made for this kind of controller in mind. This good old trident-shaped Nintendo 64 controller. The game was completely built around this controller. Granted, you can still play the entire game with third-party controllers, and even with, like, say, the Brawler 64, or even the Hori Pad Mini. But, even so, I'm just saying, there are many, many ways to play this game. This game has had several re-releases, including the Wii Virtual Console, and also the IKEA... Or, IKEA, what? The IQ player in China, and also even received a re-release of the game on Nintendo 64 in, I think, China? And it's known as the Shindu Edition, which patched out or fixed many exploits that are within the N64 version of the game that we received over here in the West. And even in Japan, I'm just saying. So, basically the Shindu edition of the game, which is not the version I'm playing, by the way, is basically like the Western release of the game, but in Chinese. And it also fixes many of the bugs and exploits that the N64 version of the game has. Granted, both versions are on N64, but even so, though, I figure I'd mention it anyway. But regardless, I'm playing the good old N64 version of Super Mario 64 here today. Not only this, but there was later a remake of the game known as Super Mario 64 DS. I do have that version of the game, and you may be wondering, why am I not playing that one? Well, the reason as to why is because I consider the remake of the game different enough to be its own separate entity. And I'm really serious when I say this too. It may be a remake, but it's different enough to stand on its own 2 feet. And it doesn't control the same as the original, that's for damn sure. But enough jibber-jabbering, let's get started. Whenever you start up Super Mario 64, you have 4 separate save files, each for a different person and individual purpose. If you wish to view the score of any given save file, just push the score icon, select the save file that actually has some scores and actually has a save file active, and you can view the scores of every single world in the entire game, which is pretty freaking nuts if you think about it. Alright, so this game, how am I going to be handling this? Well, of course I will be going for 100% completion, so in other words, I'm going to be going for all 120 stars in the entire game. And I'm going to try to put my own spin on this whole playthrough by trying to showcase some speedrunning strats that is commonly seen in many speedruns of Super Mario 64. In fact, there are 4 separate categories of speedrunning Super Mario 64, which I will get into after we get done the introduction sequence. So with that in mind, let's get started.
Dear Mario, he's come to the castle, I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Fun fact, this is the first game that Princess Toadstool is referred to herself in full. So, Princess Toadstool Peach. Otherwise known as Princess Peach. So, welcome to Super Mario 64, everyone. The first game in the Mario series to take on full 3D. And man, is it a spectacle. And funny enough, it's also one of the most broken games in existence. Which I'll get into momentarily. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as broken as, say, Sonic 06, Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, version 1.0, Fallout 76, Assassin's Creed Unity, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Nothing like that. Okay. Ciao! You've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe. Using the controller is a piece of cake. Press A to jump and B to attack. Press B to read signs, too. Use the control stick in the center of the controller to move Mario around. Now, go ahead for the castle. So, we are given this nice three-dimensional space, and we can just run around and just get used to the controls and everything else in between. There are many different techniques that you can employ when it comes to this game, and many different ways to just simply move around at the speed of sound. If you want to do a long jump, just simply hold Z and then push the A button to long jump forward. Oddly enough, this is one of the fastest methods of moving around. But is it really the fastest? I would say yes. Now then, why is this game so broken? Well, there are so many frickin' glitches and exploits that you can utilize that it's not even funny. And one of them is right here at the castle grounds here. Okay, let's see if I can pull this off. Granted, I probably won't be able to do so since this is the first time I'm even attempting this. Well, what do you know? It actually worked. If you long jump across the left-hand side of the bridge, you can actually skip the introduction cutscene with Lakitu here, who was just simply floating in front of the castle door. Normally, you're not supposed to see this. But, hey, it's there. It's something you can do. Alright, let's see what he has to say. As he emerges from the ground. Good afternoon. The Lakitu brothers here, reporting live from just outside of Princess's castle. Why not just refer to as Peach, you idiot? Mario has just arrived on the scene, and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing Power Stars. Oh dear. As seasoned cameraman will be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the camera view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look around the surroundings, stop and push C up. Press A to resume play, switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakitu brothers. Funny enough, it's not even trying to kill us this time around. But trust me, there are other Lakitus who will be trying to do us harm. But yeah. That's basically the controls in a nutshell. Just push the C buttons to rotate the camera around, and the R button changes the camera to a closer Mario perspective. And basically this perspective locks the camera close behind Mario. It's not really recommended to play at this sort of viewpoint most of the time unless you're playing certain Mario ROM hacks, which are like, say, Super Mario 74 or Last Impact, or Super Mario 64 Star Road, or something to that extent. That's the beauty of Super Mario 64. There are so many different ways to play this game, it's not even funny. Plus, the love for this game is quite expansive in the form of ROM hacks, whether it be full-on game remakes or just people having fun creating their own unique identity and just shouting memes everywhere, like Bowser's dank party or dank rave party or something to that extent. There are so many freaking ROM hacks out there, it's not even funny. But anyway, let's head into Bowser's Castle. What? Princess Peach's castle now. Welcome, no one's home. Now scram and don't come back. So, welcome to Peach's Castle. As you can see, there's not a whole lot going on here. However, there are several doors, each one marked with a star. This one is marked with 3 stars, so in other words, it takes the power of 3 stars to open this door. And it also tells you how many stars you need in order to open said door, like how many more you need. You need star power to open this door. Recover a power star from an enemy inside one of the castle's paintings. Many doors here are marked with different numbered doors. However, there is an exception. 2 of them, to be exact. There are these big star doors here. This one, it takes the power of 8 stars to open this door. You need 8 more, of course. Duh. You need 8 stars to open up this big door here. However, there are 3 identical doors in all, each of them requiring a different amount of power stars. After you acquire a certain amount of power stars, you can enter this door here and fight Bowser. Quite literally. Seriously, it's that extreme. And also awesome. There's also this door here. You need a key to open this door, so unlike all the rest of the doors in the game, this door, along with the door for the basement, are shaped with a keyhole-like thing right here. So, in order to get the keys, you need to beat Bowser in his own game. Quite literally. Wait, why did I say that? But anyway, you do have to fight and defeat Bowser in order to even unlock those doors. However, this game is so broken, you can actually long jump at the speed of sound, I kid you not, and fly backwards at such a fast pace. You can just fly in through this door right here and just go fight Bowser. So, remember what I said before, how this game is, according to the speedrunning community, is divided into 4 separate categories? Well, the 4 categories of the game are 120 star, which is plain and simple, collect 120 stars. In other words, collect every single star in the game. There's 70 star, which is the minimum number of stars needed in order to beat the game. There's also 16 star, which is you collect up to 16 stars throughout your entire run, glitch your way through a door, a couple of doors actually, using a NPC, and grabbing the second key within Bowser in the Fire Sea, which is the second Bowser level, and then head up the stairs, BLJ up the frickin' stairs, and go through one of the last major star doors, and just BLJ up to the final Bowser fight. And the final category is known as 0 star. 0 star, as the name implies, you beat the game with no stars whatsoever. So how this works is, I have no idea. I don't think I'm going to pull this off, but basically you have to jump at a certain angle. Okay, what? Why am I... You have to jump at a certain angle within the basement area here. Why am I being teleported, like, down the stairs? Okay, I don't even know what's going on. But anyway, you jump at a certain angle, you end up in here, then you long jump against the... do a backwards long jump against the staircase, build up some speed, then you teleport to the entrance of this castle here, then rotate the camera to a point where you can essentially fly backwards at Mach speed, and then steer yourself inside of the first star door. It's that freaking extreme. And also really, really sweet. And the game can be beaten in as little as about 14 minutes last time I checked. It might be lower now. I don't know. I didn't really check the leaderboards last time I was there, so let's talk to you and see what's going on. Am I glad to see you? The princess and I, and well, everybody, we're all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser has stolen the castle's stars, and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the power stars. As you find them, you can use their power to open the doors that Bowser has sealed. There are 4 rooms on the first floor. Start in the one with the painting of Bob inside. It's the only room that Bowser hasn't sealed, for whatever reason. When you collect 8 power stars, you'll be able to open the door with the big star. The princess must be inside. If only it were that easy. But as I mentioned before, there are 120 power stars to collect in all, so let's go and get things started here. Let's head into the first course, which in here we have Bob Battlefield, a classic Mario level and one of many people's favorites. And our first objective is Big Bob on the summit. Funny enough, once you enter a level, you can take on any star in any order you see fit. So even if you select the first one, there's no stopping you from collecting, like, say, the 8 red coins or the 6th power star, which I'll get into momentarily. Wow, you're smack in the middle of the battlefield. You'll find the power stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. First, talk to the Bob buddy. Press B to talk, of course. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, stop, face them, and press B. Press A or B to scroll ahead. You can talk to some other characters by facing them and pressing B. Very, very true. Let's talk to you and see what's going down. Hey you, it's dangerous ahead, so listen up, take my advice. Cross the 2 bridges ahead, then watch for falling water bombs. The big bomb at the top of the mountain is very powerful, don't let him grab you. Very powerful, in quotations. We're Bob buddies and we're on your side. You can talk to us whenever you'd like to. Okay, sounds good to me. Welcome to Bob Battlefield, where the first enemies, of course, is the good old classic Goomba. Whenever you're within their proximity, they will come charging at you with no remorse. There are many different ways to kill a Goomba in this game. It's not even funny, from simply jumping on them or punching them in the face, or even doing a freaking dive onto them. Okay, maybe not a dive per se. Perhaps you have to hit them from the top and then knock them from behind. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay. Now then, there is a pretty unique glitch that you can pull off here. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, that was too far. Well, dang it. Anyway, the objective technically is we're supposed to make our way up to the very top of the mountain here. But we can also grab this power star that's behind Chain Chomp's cage here. The intended method of getting it is to pound on that wooden stake there where the Chain Chomp is sitting on, and do a ground pound on that pole 3 times to have the Chain Chomp ram the cage and bust it down. However, you can also glitch your way inside of the cage. God damn it. Funny enough, I never actually tried this method either, of glitching your way into the cage itself. But basically, what you have to do in order to do so is you have to grab a bomb, and just as it's about to explode, pick it up again and then slide inside. God damn it. It's not easy, Although speedrunners who practice the trick on a consistent basis can nail it basically every single time. And as you can see, if you happen to get within a Bob-omb's line of sight, they will chase you down to the ends of the earth until they explode. Thankfully, you can outpace them very easily. And if you go far enough away once a Bob-omb does explode, you can get it to respawn. As far as how far away you need to be, you have to be quite a distance away. It's not that far. It really isn't. God damn it. Stupid water bomb. Funny how the water bombs bounce around. They're supposed to try to target you, but sometimes they may end up missing you and they may end up hitting the environment instead. God damn it. You can even go after this cage if you want and do the intended method. God damn it, I missed. Even if a Bob-omb is chasing you down, you can still pick it up if you're fast enough. But don't hold it for too long, otherwise it will explode in your hands and hurt you. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time. God damn it! It's like I want to try to do this. Just to show off and say, hey, yeah, this is indeed possible. God damn it. Funny enough, okay, I don't even know what I was trying to say here, but regardless, enemies that hit you can deal a different amount of damage to Mario. Dang it. I finally managed to grab the damn Bob-omb, but I couldn't steer myself properly. Well, that stunk. Alright, let's try once more. When it comes to Bob-omb Battlefield, only the Bob-ombs respawn. No other enemies respawn. So that is something you do need to keep in mind. Also, the Bob-ombs do have a pretty large blast radius, so that's something else you do need to keep in mind as well. It's not the largest in the world, it's basically just that puff of smoke. And that's really it. Other than that, though, it's not that bad. Damn it. I'm going to do this! Okay, so what I'm doing here is, this is known as a wall kick. This is the first game in the Mario series that has introduced the wall kick mechanic. You just run up against the wall, jump at it, and within a certain number of frames, push the A button and move the analog stick in the opposite direction. Bada bing, bada boom, it's that simple. However, despite the simplicity of it... Oh, damn it. Well, that didn't work. All because I dove at the Bob-omb rather than pick it up. It's a good thing I'm not speedrunning this game right now. And I don't really intend to at this point in time. Damn it! There's something I'm missing here. It's like as soon as I turned myself around, I lost all my momentum. Here's a little fun fact for you. You know that chain chomp and its noise that it's making right now? With the more intimidating bark bark? It was a lot less intimidating in Japan for some reason. Instead of going, "Roo, roo," it went like, "Roo, roo," like a chihuahua or something to that extent. Or a shih tzu. I'm going to do this. I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care how long it takes. I'm just going to just do it. Okay. This is obviously not working out. Funny enough, the chain jump can be kind of scary. But it's not that bad. It really isn't. There's also another glitch that you can employ here. It involves doing jump kicks up a frickin' slope. And the game just crashed. I don't know what the hell happened. I wasn't even doing anything and the game just goddamn crashed. And the reset button doesn't work. Excuse me. Well, that was lame. What's even worse is that we have to sit through the introduction sequence again. So, that's lame. Ugh. Well, damn. I just can't catch a break today, now can I? I mean, I was trying to, jump into the frickin' chain chomp cage. And later I was like, you know what, I don't think this is going to work, so I figured I'd try to show off another glitch that involves jumping against a slope. And well, you know, the game's like, yeah, no, just, no, you've had enough. Hasn't even been that long either. Only like 33 minutes. And the game crashes. Because it's as if I'm playing Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition. And then there's this tornado effect. Alright. Well, since we've been through this whole sequence, I'm just going to go ahead and say screw this. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm going to have to sit through this whole thing again. Ah, damn it. Whatever. Not a big deal. It's not like it's anything that major anyway. You do lose a little bit of time when it comes to speedrunning, and at that point you might as well hit reset. But hey, I'm just saying. Alright, let's try this again. Thankfully, the text does scroll fairly quickly. Though, for whatever reason, in the Japanese version, you can scroll through this stuff even faster. Due to the Japanese text, God damn it. Due to the Japanese text not being anywhere near as cumbersome as the US text, if you know what I mean, or the English text. Okay. Okay. I almost had it. I think what I have to do here is get the momentum I need, get behind the cage, or get by the cage, and then ground pound. Almost. Well, that's one way of looking at this. Okay, let's try again. Damn it. All because I had to slide down the damn hill. Oh! Almost had it! I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this down. Well, unfortunately, I lost my momentum there. That's unfortunate. What is the furthest distance you, or the minimum distance you need to be? Damn it! Okay. Damn it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this glitch one way or another just to show it off because lol. Oh dear. By the way, if you end up losing all of your health, then you will be kicked out of the painting and returned back to Peach's castle, and you'll have to re-enter the painting again. Thankfully, you're just kicked out right then and there. You're not kicked out so far away that you can't go back the way you came. It's nothing like that. Damn. And thankfully, since this is Bob-on Battlefield, there are plenty of places where you can go and grab some coins to refill your health. Yeah, because apparently coins are like holy water. Speaking of holy water, any sort of watery surface that you can swim through, that also restores your health so long as you're on the surface. And the reason as to why that works is because frickin' science. No, the reason as to why that works so well is because your air meter is tied to your health. Almost. I was just a little too frickin' slow on that. Okay, I think I need to get to the corner. Come on! I just lost all my momentum for whatever reason. Basically, what is going on here is, due to the fact that the bomb didn't explode right away and you grabbed it within a certain number of frames, it's still technically kind of chasing you down, chasing you around, and thus it's pushing you. That's the reason why the backwards momentum is so high. You only have a certain number of frames before the bomb eventually goes off and just decides to kill you. Earlier I was talking about how each and every single enemy in the game can deal a different amount of damage, depending on the enemy, its size, its strength, and what occurs. So what I'm talking about is... God damn it. Let's say, for example, I got hit by a freaking water bomb, which I showcased. I think it only deals like 1 unit of damage upon hit. Goombas also deal only 1 hit worth of energy, so no need to worry about them whatsoever unless you're getting pulverized by Goombas. In which case... why even playing with Goombas in the first place? Sometimes the hit detection when it comes to, I just received a reply on, something. Not sure if it's a video of mine or if it's something else. But regardless, it's saying something about Mario Maker 2. Which, funny enough, I do have the original Super Mario Maker on Wii U, but I haven't played it at all since I got it. A couple of years back. And the reason why I haven't played it? Well, I just haven't felt like it. I've been playing other games instead that are more interesting to me. And why did I get it in the first place? Well, I received it as a Christmas present. I wanted to get it. Ah, damn it. I tried to throw it away since I lost all my momentum. But apparently that didn't work. Ah, damn. Okay. This is obviously not working, so you know what? Screw it. The glitch is indeed possible. I just need more practice when it comes to that. Regardless, let's try showing off another glitch if I can. But then again, it'll probably end up crashing on me again. Okay. There's a way you can do jump kicks up a hill, but for whatever reason, it's just not working. All I'm doing is jump dives over and over again. I'm not even moving the analog stick that far. I'm just... Yeah, I actually tried to do that. I tried to do that for quite a while, and I just couldn't get it to work. I gotten close a few times. In fact, maybe I'll try it again once more. Just to showcase what I've been doing. Also, welcome to the stream. And yes, I understand completely. It does indeed take a lot of practice. Ah, so close. Almost had it that time. I think I went too far. There's another glitch that I've been trying to show off too besides the bomb clip. And that is being able to jump kick up slopes. However, for whatever reason, whenever I'm on the slope while I'm jump kicking, it just does this dive instead. I don't know why that is. Funny enough, this is one of the first versions of Super Mario 64 as well. I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong here. It's like when I'm on the slope, I dive. And when I'm not on the slope, I kick. Okay. One more. Okay, that's no good. Lost my momentum there. Okay. This is clearly not going to work. I really need to learn how to speedrun this game at some point. It'll be quite fun to maybe try to speedrun this game. But, yeah, for whatever reason, I just don't know jack crap. Okay, what? There's a way you can just wall jump up this side of the mountain here without the need of climbing it, but for whatever reason it's not going to be out of the animation. Whatever, screw it. I'll just continue normally if I don't get run over first. I was thinking maybe Bob-ombs can destroy these blocks here. Perhaps they can, and you just have to throw them at really close ranges. Not too sure, but regardless, it is something worth pointing out. Excuse me. Alright, let's face you. After nearly 45 or 46 minutes, going on 47, I'm the Big Bob-omb, Lord of all blasting matter, King of kabooms the world over. Oh, so you're actually Michael Bay, huh? How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario, to a duel! If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me to this royal turf? I think that you cannot. How about you? Oh, that slowdown though, am I right? Okay, so defeating King Bob-omb is really not difficult at all. You just gotta get behind him, pick him up, and throw him on the ring. If you try to throw him outside of the ring, then it will not count as a hit. I'll go ahead and demonstrate this here. Then again, I think if you do this at any point in the fight whatsoever, then King Bob-omb will I think he'll reset the number of hits that he has. Let me show you what I mean. So if you throw him off the mountain like so, he'll bunny hop his way back to the very top of the mountain and be like, "You must fight with honor. It is against the royal rules to throw the king out of the ring." But it's not the same when he does it to you, which he can very easily do if you let him, which you don't want to do that. Seriously, don't. Okay, his hit points don't get reset. That's interesting. What? Can it be that pipsqueak like you has defused the Bob-omb King? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised, Mario. If you want to see me again, select the star from the menu. For now, farewell. Alrighty then. See you later, dude. And there's our first power star, after nearly 50 minutes. Granted, I've been trying to do the bomb clip for like past 30, but who cares? After collecting a power star, no matter what it is, you'll be booted out of the world and back into Peach's castle. And whatever coins you collected is saved as a high score. So, that's pretty sweet. And from here you get 3 options. Either save and continue, save and quit, or continue, don't save. Continue, don't save just continues the game without saving your progress. However, save and continue just allows you to save the game and continues from right where you left off. Save and quit, however, is it saves the game and you quit. That's it. It's done. Let's continue. You recovered one of the stolen power stars. Now you can open some of the sealed doors in the castle. Try the princess's room on the 2nd floor and the room with the painting of Whomp's fortress on floor 1. Bowser's troops are still gaining power, so you can't give up. Save us, Mario. Keep searching for the stars. Indeed I will. We'll definitely keep on going. Now then, one thing worth mentioning is that when selecting excuse me. When selecting certain power stars, certain events will start happening. So, now that I selected Foot Race with Koopa the Quick, this giant Koopa has appeared out of nowhere. And he only spawns when you select this power star in particular. So, that's something worth mentioning. Also, let's talk to you now. We're peace-loving Bob-ombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself. We'll prepare all the cannons in the course for you to use. Bon voyage! Sweet. Ready for blast off. Come on, hop into the cannon. You can reach the star on the floating island by using the 4 cannons. Use the control stick to aim, then press A to fire. If you're handy, you can grab onto the trees or poles to land. Very true. That's going to come in real handy, especially later on in later courses when things get bigger and more challenging to boot. Alright, let's talk to you. Hey Mario, is it true that you beat the Big Bob? Cool. You must be strong and pretty fast, so how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me, Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop where the Big Bob was? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Go! You can choose to not go as well, but why would you not want to go? So, as the name implies, you just simply race up the mountain as quickly as you can. You can take many different paths. However, if you take the cannon anywhere within Koopa the Quick's line of sight and vicinity, he will be like, what the hell are you doing? And he'll disqualify you right away. So, don't do that. Also, don't take the secret warps either. At least when he's within a certain proximity of you. Whether it be on ground level or a level below. Regardless, if you take a secret warp at the wrong time, he'll disqualify you too, saying that you cheated. So, that is something you need to keep in mind. So, for this race, you're given way more than enough time to make it to the top of the mountain before he does. And like I mentioned, there are many different ways you can get up here, such as the slope glitch with jump kicks, or you can just take the course normally, or do some wall jumps, or cleverly use the cannons at the proper moments, or even teleport too at the right moments. Regardless, you're given way more than enough time to beat him. Whoa, you really are fast, a human blur. Of course, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Meow, mofo. Okay, here we go. You've won it. You won it, fair and square. Thanks, dude. And yeah, you do have to wait for Koopa the Quick to make it up the mountain, so that is something you do need to keep in mind. Also, that slowdown. That normally does not happen. Granted, this cartridge is from 1996, the same year, and basically the same time that Super Mario 64 even came out, so I'm surprised it's still working after all this time, so that's something worth mentioning. Alright, on to the next star mission. Shoot to the island in the sky. Whenever you select a star on the level entrance, you can select any star that you previously completed, and you can view a brief description of what the star asks you to do. So, if you say, for example, get a star that is not within that objective criteria, then you will be granted that particular star. So, let's say, for example, I selected this objective, which was to shoot to the island in the sky. Well, upon selecting that mission, and then I decide to say, yeah, let's not do that, and instead go for the 8 red coins. I'll get the 8 red coin star, which is nice. But I will get the 8 red coin star rather than the one that the objective was clearly indicating. And depending on what order of star that you've collected... God damn it, no momentum. Okay. Depending on what star you collected in order, it'll be listed as that star. Okay. I want to try this at least a couple more times before actually going for the objective. It's possible to do this. It just takes a ton of practice. And I'm clearly not very good at this. Granted, this is the first time I even attempted bomb clip in the first place, so... Okay, that clearly didn't work. Probably because the bomb was just about to explode before I even could get my hands on it. So, that was kind of lame. And, of course. Dang it. God damn it, not close enough. I thought, oh, crap. Well, that didn't quite work. I stopped dead in my tracks upon picking the Bob-omb up again. Granted, he has to be in the frames of about to explode before you can even gain that kind of momentum. Which, that does take quite a bit of effort. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, this objective here, you don't have to take the cannon here. You can proceed up the mountain and just long jump at a certain point. But where's the fun in that? Unless you're doing something fancy and like a task level of performance. Regardless, this is the objective. Shoot to the island in the sky, simple as that. You recovered 3 power stars. Now you can open any door with a 3 on its star. You can come and go from the world open courses as you please. The enemies ahead are even meaner, so be careful. No kidding. Alright, next objective is find the 8 red coins. Now, from what I've seen speedrunners do, and even casual players too, is they go after not only the 8 red coin star, but a 7th hidden star that is on every single course. And that hidden star is collect 100 coins. You can collect the 100 coins in any way you see fit. Oh, come on, quit running from me! There we go. There are many ways you can collect 100 coins throughout the course. And some courses are more lenient than others, so that is something you do need to keep in mind. When we get to later courses, if you happen to miss out on certain coins, then there's no way you're getting the 100 coin star. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, too, is once a coin is summoned, then that coin does take quite a bit of time in order to despawn, which there's not a lot of time between it despawning and spawning onto the map. Also, as of this objective here, you'll find a regular old-fashioned Koopa Troopa just hanging around and about. If you manage to jump on it, you can steal its shell and go for a ride, which is quite fun, I'll be honest. It's quite a lot of fun, and it's quite a fast method of just going around. However, upon crashing into an enemy or a wall, you lose the power-up immediately. Also, I have an itch in my eye. Oh my god, I guess I can use this time to take a water break, too. Man, I needed that. Okay. No matter how I look at it, that's not going to work. I need a hell of a lot more practice if I'm going to do bomb clip. Ever. Okay. Let's continue the 8 red coin scavenger hunt. Along with the 100 coins too. Regular yellow coins will grant you one singular coin, which can make the difference between life and death. Take that, dude. Everyone knows who I'm talking about, and if you don't, well, you know what, I'm not even gonna mention it. Anyway, these poles here, if you run around them a certain number of times, they will spawn regular coins. However, once those coins spawn, you can't get any more. I think coins can also spawn by pounding on the poles 3 times. Though, I think I've gotten all the coins I could from that entire section anyway. So that's something worth mentioning. By the way, if you stand on certain spots of the world map, also, again. Now both of them? Oh my god, what is up with my eyes today? Oh, they're dry as crap. Now my nose is starting to run? Seriously? Now? Of all times. Why now? Ah, damn. Oh my god, grab it! Thank you. By the way, those green mushrooms there, they're all extra lives. Mario can hold up to a maximum of 100 lives. Though granted, there is a way to get infinite lives, and it's pretty easy to do. Though it is kind of time consuming, so that is something you do need to keep in mind. And I'll get into that momentarily. My eyes are watering like, oh my god. Stop it! Ice! I get it. You're dry. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna splash some water in my eyes real quick so that way I don't have to keep doing this. I'll be back in just a few moments. Okay, I have returned. It took a little bit of time, but I just went ahead into the bathroom and just splashed some water in my eyes. Because, oh my god, I really needed that so freaking much. It's not even funny. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is not a good shot. Okay, that works. Believe it or not, up here on this island here, there's a coin. Another thing that's worth mentioning too is the most efficient method I've seen of people gather the 8 red coins and the 100 coin star is to make it so the 100 coin star spawns as you're collecting the last red coin. This way you gather the coins and get both stars to appear all at once. Though the routing I've seen is they gather the coins and save the last 2 in that one area where the star spawns for last. And you might have noticed on the map, I mean, as I was running around collecting some of the coins here, that some of the star, there was like this gray star that's spinning around on the ground. Although I didn't quite point it out because I was talking about other things at the time. But regardless, figure I pointed out there. 76. Like Fallout 76? Regardless, I'm kind of short on coins here. I hope I can still get the 100 coin star. I'm sure that this course is perfectly fine when it comes to coin count. There are plenty of coins scattered all around and about to collect. Speaking of which, I can't get that one for some reason. It's just going way too fast and it just left my line of sight. And once it leaves your line of sight and it disappears, then that coin never comes back. So that is something worth mentioning. Alright. And by the way, yeah, those flower beds, they will, if you stand in the middle of them, they'll teleport you. It's only on certain flower beds, though, so that is something to keep in mind. And it only applies to this course. Yeah. I'm still kind of concerned that still got a ways to go. By the way, the last red coin is right here. There are several ways you can get this. There's the aforementioned jump kick glitch. And there's also another method of getting up here without having to climb the entire mountain again. And that is to crouch down and start crawling. This is very, very, very slow. However, doing this will allow you to climb extremely steep slopes. Though not every single slope can be climbed using this method. It is something worth mentioning though. But if you happen to stop moving at any point, then you will start sliding down. So I figure I'd throw that out there. However, I think crawling like this will allow you to squeeze through really tight spaces. Though, where are you going to use this exactly? Good question. I don't think the crawling is used at any point whatsoever. It's just there as another means of getting around. Okay. There's still like 19 more coins for me to collect. Though I'm not too sure where I can find them right now. That's definitely not a good sign. Okay. Last thing I need to do right now is collect a star after firing out of the cannon. Okay, seriously, are the last 20 coins in the frickin' sky? Oh, here's some right here. And I think there's some underneath them. Okay, never mind, I already got those. I was gonna say, there's like 5 coins underneath this bridge at the very start. Did too many of them vanish or something? This is kind of driving me nuts now. Okay. I don't even know if it's possible to get the 100 coin star without the major power-up to this level, which is known as the wing cap. The wing cap, you have to unlock its switch, and you can find it by accessing a hidden course. The course only opens after collecting 10 power stars. Ooh! Wow, I got sniped! Ow! That was pretty weird. Ow. Definitely don't want to die now. Okay. At this point, I have no idea where I can find the last remaining coins, other than ones in the air. So, I'm just gonna have to take the L on this one and just leave. Then again, maybe I screwed up elsewhere. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it. We'll just move on for now and come back for the 100 coins later. By the way, after you complete a course, for every 50 coins you collect, you will get a power star. I mean, not a power star. What? For every 50 coins you collect, you will get an extra life. So, after you collect 100 coins, then you will you will of course spawn the 100 coin star and get 2 extra lives upon completing the course as a result. By the way, the 100 coin star works much differently than any of the other stars in the entire game. So unlike all the rest of the stars which kick you out upon collecting them, the 100 coin star allows you to stay right in the course. So that is pretty sweet. Alright, for this objective, Mario Wings into the Sky, you're intended to use the wing cap to fly through a series of rings. However, if you do a little bit of geometry work and a bit of trial and error, you can actually collect all 5 coins here without the need of the wing cap whatsoever. However, you do have to tediously re-enter the island, or just jump back onto the island and shoot yourself back to it over and over again to collect all of the coins and stuff necessary in order to summon the star. This star is part of a series of special stars that are considered hidden objectives. Upon touching that hidden objective activates a counter. There are 5 counters in all. Upon touching all 5 counters, the star appears. So that is something to keep in mind. So as you saw, we activated counters 2 and 3. But of course, we still have some work to do before we can activate counters 4 and 5. Ow. Counter 4 is also going to be kind of a pain to get to. I think it's possible to long jump to this island here without the cannon. But it is kind of difficult to do. And you need the right angle and the right amount of speed. Okay, that was too high up. Also, the draw distance doesn't help things along either. It's possible to do this objective without the wing cap, and oddly enough, it's easier in the DS version. And if I have to guess as to why it's easier, is due to the increased draw distance, and also, god damn it. The increased draw distance, and also, for whatever reason, whenever you're fired out of a cannon, you gain a little bit of extra height. Well, not height per se, but more so, a little bit of a hoverage, if you know what I mean. You hover in the air temporarily. I don't know why that's the case in the DS version of the game, but regardless, it is something worth mentioning. Oh, crap. Okay, that was weird. I thought I was dead. Well, that was pretty neat. For whatever reason, I hit the skybox and bounced back into the cannon. So that actually saved my life. Okay, so alongside certain courses, you may find this heart just hanging around about. The faster you go through it, the more health you'll recover in a faster pace. However, if you stand in the heart, you will slowly regenerate health. So that is something worth mentioning. So if you need to stand still for a moment, just stand in the heart and you'll be fine. Granted, you lose a little bit of time by doing that, but hey, it is another way of getting the health that you need without the need of coins. Or you can just run straight through it like a freaking banshee and gather a bunch of health that way. Okay, that was not high enough. It also helps to have some sort of visual cue as well to help you determine like how high you need to fire the cannon at. And the coin rings definitely come into play very much so to help you on your way. Upon getting rid of that visual indicator, it becomes more difficult. But like I said, it is possible to do this without the... Oh, crap. It is possible to do it without the visual cues. It just becomes more difficult, and basically becomes a guessing game. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. That's too high, of course. Alrighty then. Oh dear. I knew that wasn't gonna end well. Oh, come on! Again with the frickin' sniping of the bowling balls! I don't even know what those balls are. They look like bowling balls, if anything. Then again, they're probably just rolling cannonballs. It is what they look like. Don't get me wrong. I thought for a second there I was screwed. That wouldn't have been good. Funny enough, even though we defeated King Bob-omb and we're in a mission where he's not spawned, the bubble cannon is still active for whatever reason. Okay. Oh, got it! There's number 4. Now then, we just have the last one, which is number 5. Now, like I said, this does come down to a lot of trial and error. It does take quite a long time, but like I've mentioned, it is possible to do this. Just takes a while. We don't need no wing cap, please. We have the power of math! And also geometry and physics, along with algebraic calculations. Ah, not quite. Not quite high enough. If you fire too high up into the air, then the momentum of which Mario will receive is lowered greatly. But hey, I'm just saying. Alright. Oh dear, not a good shot. Alright. It is tedious, I know, but I do want to show that this is possible. Just like with Bomb Clip, which I was not able to do. But granted, that is something I was trying to do like the first time ever. Damn it! The game crashed again! God damn it, cartridge from 1996.
Hey, Mario.
Why you no work? That means we have to do all that again. Thankfully, if you do happen to have this issue like I'm having here, with the game constantly crashing on you at random points, you can just be sure to save your progress every time you get the chance. Seriously, it'll save you a bunch of headaches later. Alright. Well, it's unfortunate that we had to go through that stupid crap again. But hey. At least we know what we're doing. Granted, I knew what I was doing to begin with, but hey. Just saying. Just sucks when we have to go through all this stupid crap again. I mean, it's better than having to start the entire game all over again due to random crap that is beyond my control. Ah, dang it, I missed the third ring. Just flew over it. I managed to get the first two on my first go, so that's pretty nice. Oh dear, bad shot. Okay. Let's try again. I thought I was too low. Sometimes making fine adjustments to the cannon can be kind of a cumbersome task. But trust me, if you nail the firing angle just right, you can man, you can really go places. Okay. We got 3 of the 5 rings again. Let's go for number 4. Got it! There's number 4. I think I was just the right angle too, so that was pretty nice. To be honest, I was kind of worried that it was going to end up missing. Like this. Okay. Time for the last one. If you're unsure of how you can go about getting across to this island here, you can always fire at the tree, and you should be able to make it without too much of a problem. Alright, this should be good. Got it! Yeah! That was just right! Perfect! And we stick the landing. I told you we don't need no god diddly dang wing cap. Screw that crap. Alright. Time for the star that most speedrunners go for first. The one behind Chain Chomp's gate. Now, how people do this the intended way is they pound on the stake of which the chain chomp is chained to and have it do the work for them. However, that's boring. It's boring and it wastes a bunch of time. So what players employ to do instead is, instead of that, they do the bomb clip. If I can grab the goddamn bomb. And if I can manage to grab it a second time. I don't know why the hit detection is just kind of bugging out on me. Granted, for whatever reason, it's just not working so hot for me right now. Granted, like it was mentioned before, it does take a ton of practice. There we go. And that is the intended method. Still can't do bomb clip to save my behind. There we go. That's 6 stars down. Now then, I know there's the 100 coin star that we still need to get. However, I'm going to save that until after I get the wing cap. And like I said, the wing cap course only allows you access once you get 10 stars. So, let's take on something else. Let's take on 2 of the castle's secret stars. The first is located right in here. Welcome to Princess Peach's Secret Slide. A very fun course, and the first of 2 stars can be collected by completing the course within 21 seconds. And the second one can be collected just by completing the course. Which I clearly went over the time limit because I was bouncing off the wall like a frickin' pinball in Pinball Land. Not trying to reference the game of the same name within the Mario universe, because that one is Vaporware. Just saying. Alright, that's one of the stars down. On to the next one. Which, like I mentioned, we need to complete this slide within 21 seconds, which is a lot easier said than done. Well, granted, I know that players have found a way to complete this course extremely quickly by means of bouncing off the walls, going backwards, and also not falling off the course like an idiot. Thankfully, for whatever reason, if you happen to die in a... Okay, maybe not die, but more so fall into an endless abyss in a secret course, you don't lose a life. You just teleport back to the castle like nothing happened. So, that's pretty nice. There we go. All done with that. And, of course, I missed it somehow. Whatever, I win. By the way, you can't get both stars in a single trip. You have to go for one or the other, not both. You recovered 8 of the power stars. Now you can open the door with the big star, but Bowser is just ahead. Can you hear the princess calling? No, I can't, because the game will probably crash again, knowing my dumb luck. Alright, let's go into the next course, which is Whomp's Fortress. Technically, this is the second course that you really should enter anyway, so let's head on in. Let's do the first star. Chip off Whomp's block. Funny enough, most speedrunners don't even do this star first. Hello, the Lactu brothers cutting in with a live update on Mario's progress. He's about to learn a technique for sneaking up on enemies. The trick is this: he has to walk very slowly in order to walk quietly. And wrapping up filming techniques reported on earlier, you can take a look around using C right and C left. Press C down to view the action from a distance. When you can't move the camera any further, the buzzer will sound. This is the Lactu brothers signing off. Anyway, as I was trying to say, most speedrunners don't do the chip off the Whomp's block first. Instead, they do what is considered to be the 6th star first. And let me show you what I mean. You see this block over here? Well, if you perform a series of actions in a very specific way, you can just walk off the edge and just grab the star as it's spinning inside of the wall. I'm not kidding. Speedrunners have actually done that. The setup is not even that complicated. Well, actually, it is complicated. What can I... Again, the setup is something kind of strange. It's like you gotta hang off of the edge at a certain point, do a backflip, and after that, you'll then be at the right distance or something to that extent to be able to grab the star as you're rubbing up against the wall. Again, I think the reason why they do that setup is because they want to catch it as it's spinning in the right way. Okay. This is clearly not going to work because I failed the setup anyway. There's a way to get up here without having to take the long way around. There we go. That was simple enough. It makes me so mad. We build your houses, your castles, we pave your roads, and still you walk all over us. Well, we kind of have to, you fool. Do you ever say thank you? No! Well, you're not going to wipe your feet on me. I think I'll crush you just for fun. Do you have a problem with that? Just try to pound me, wimp. Ha! Yeah, ha to you, jerk. This boss is really damn easy. Funny enough, you can just phase right through him during this attack animation. It's that easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, and we're done already. Fantastic. Alright, that's the chip off of Womp's block. I thought for a second there the game crashed. Again. That wouldn't be surprising, considering what has happened today so far. Alright, now that Womp is gone, we can a spiral tower will spawn in its place, which is pretty nice. However, there is something else I want to try first. Okay, that was clearly not the right angle. Believe it or not, that was the third star. That was Shoot Into the Wild Blue. The way you're intended to get that is you're supposed to use the cannon to get the star. However, you could just do a clever... You can do a side flip onto the wall and do a wall kick off of it and just grab the star that way. Oh, damn it. Okay, so, this star here, you're supposed to just take this, spiraling tower up to the very top and grab the star, bada bing, bada boom, it's literally that easy. It's so easy, even a caveman can do it. Alright, next. Red coins on the floating isle. And this is another case where you want to go for the 100 coin star as well as the red coin star. Funny enough, the 100 coins is very easy to get on this course in particular, because there are several piranha plants that spawn all around here, and the piranha plants, upon defeating them, will grant you a blue coin. And the blue coin is worth, well, 5 coins, just like with Koopa Troopas. So, that is pretty nice. So, like I've mentioned, it's very easy to just grab all the... Oh, damn it! All the coins that you need. That easily. Granted, it doesn't help if you run into a Womp and then fall to your doom. Alright, at least we weren't that far in anyway. There are many different ways to take out a piranha plant. There is, of course, the method of walking up extremely slowly as it sleeps and give it a nice falcon punch in the face. And there's also the slide kick, which can be very easily executed by pushing and holding Z and pushing B. You'll do a sliding kick, and you'll slide into the piranha plant with your momentum and knock it out before it even has a chance to wake up and realize what the hell just happened. Whew. God damn it. I suck. I managed to save myself and then immediately die after. Wow. Good job. Okay. Okay, let's try this again now, and hopefully we won't get murdered. Funny enough, you want to know something kind of interesting? In the Super Mario 64 DS, you know how some of the walls here have eyes? Well, in the DS version, those eyes are removed. I don't know why they removed the eyes. I guess just to make it so the walls aren't alive, and instead they're just magically moving due to Bowser's witchcraft? Or something to that extent. Regardless, it's kind of weird. By the way, these things are thwomps. They just stay in place and bob and weave up and down, and you can ride on top of them to reach new places, new heights, and also okay, that didn't work. I was kind of hoping maybe I would have been able to grab the 6-star without blasting into the wall or anything, but no. No, I'm not that good. Not that good at the game. That works. I say that as I fall. I have no idea how you're supposed to execute that, that kicking slope glitch. I honestly don't. Oh, that didn't quite work. By the way, once a piranha plant wakes up, there's no way you can kill it unless you get it to fall asleep again. It'll fall asleep after a certain amount of time passes, so that is something to keep in mind. Okay. Here we have the cannon for the level, which is completely useless. At least for the most part, minus the last star, as I was trying to glitch into, which I clearly cannot do to save my hide. Again, I've never even attempted that before, so it's to be expected. By the way, it's pretty easy to end up accidentally grabbing that star if you don't mean to do so. So that is something you do need to keep in mind. Okay. Only a few coins left, and then we're done. Ow. Oh, come on, really? Stupid lag. I lost my momentum. God damn it. By the way, there is a way you can prevent yourself from taking fall damage unnecessarily. If you manage to do a ground pound or a dive at the right moment, you'll prevent the fall damage from even occurring. So that is something worth mentioning. Alright, 1 coin left. And thankfully I know exactly where it is. Okay, that works. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna try something a little fancy. Hopefully this works. It probably won't, but you never know. And I fucked up. Great job, me. I shouldn't have tried that. I should have just climbed the damn thing again. Alright. Well, at least we got the 100 coin star, and despite us not collecting any other stars, our coin total score is still saved at the 100 coin value. So, that is pretty nice. We don't have to worry about doing that again. Oh, come on! How did that not make it? Oh, crap. Man, I hate it when I accidentally KMS like a frickin' idiot. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright. Fun fact, when it comes to the red coins sound, you know how they go higher and higher in pitch here? Well, in the original Japanese version of the game, the sound effects for the red coins were all a single sound. Also, that was bullshit. Goddamn Geraldo. God damn it. I just suck at determining what the distance is needed to collect things. Can't be impatient. There we go. Finally. God damn. That'll work. That's the 8 red coin mission. After like about 4 or 5 lives, it's finally done. It shouldn't have taken as long as it had just to get to that. Now then, it's time for this mission. You're intended to use this owl here to get to the top of the cage, or get inside the cage. However, with a series of, well, precise jumps, you can actually make it to, you can make it to the inside of this cage. God damn it. Well, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Oh well. I'm gonna try again. Just to, get this to work. And hopefully not have my momentum robbed. How did I miss that? Once again, my momentum was robbed. Seriously, screw this goddamn game. Screw you, Piranha Plant. That doesn't help things at all. And neither does lag, robbing you of extra A inputs. Okay. I'm not too sure why my game is lagging like this. Okay, seriously. Oh! Oh, so close. I almost made it that time. There's a way that you can perform a very specific wall kick to have enough momentum to go backwards and land inside the cage. Again, robbed input! Ugh, fuck this game sometimes, and it's freaking lag. And this is original N64 hardware. Since it's on original hardware and the original cartridge and everything, it's gonna be harder. Again, I pushed the A button at the right moment, and yet it did not give me the input I needed to do the triple jump. I think I have to time it at just the right moment. Like, literally like 1 frame. Okay, again, dropped input. Dropped input! Dropped input! God damn it, game. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time, and if this does not work, then, I'll just do it the intended way. Alright, one more. For real. Okay, yeah, this is just not gonna work. I just can't do it! For whatever reason, like, every time I bounce off the wall and do a wall kick, I go too far in the opposite direction. Even though I'm hitting the analog stick in the direction where I want to go. Okay. Okay, why is it that the owl is a lot more difficult to control than I remember? Is it really camera dependent? God damn it. You're supposed to fly at a low enough height to drop into the cage. However, the timing of that is pretty damn strict. And if you happen to miss your drop, then you have to wait a long time just to get the owl back to where it needs to be. There we go. Finally, it's done. Okay. Mission's finally complete after like 10 million years. Alright, last mission, blast away the wall. Which, like I mentioned earlier, is the star that most speedrunners go after first. And the reason as to why they do this first? God damn it. Again, clearly I'm not doing the setup right. Whatever. I'll just do it the right intended way then. Just blast away that part of the wall and they'll reveal the star. Now then, I think you're intended to take the cannon again to try to blast to the star. But you can just simply take the long way around and just jump to the star, or reach the very top of that structure where the wall once stood, and just slide and grab the star that way. It's that easy. But again, speedrunners have to do it the fancy way of just grabbing the star without the cannon whatsoever, which is pretty weird. Also awesome at the same time. Okay, with that, course is complete. Let's talk to you, for fun. It was Bowser who stole the stars. I saw him with my own eyes. He's hid 6 stars in each course, but you won't find them all in some courses until you press the cap switches. The stars you found will show on each course's starting screen. If you want to see some of the enemies you've already defeated, select the star you recovered from them. Thanks for the advice. Funny enough, the signs around the castle will also tell you different pieces of information. Also, say hello to this. A shining light. Let's stare into the sun and have some fun. Welcome to the Wing Cap course. Step on the red switch at the top of the tower in the center of the rainbow ring. When you trigger the switch, all the red blocks you find will become solid. Try out the Wing Cap. Do a triple jump to take off and press Z to land. Pull back on the control stick to go up and push forward to nose down, just as you would when flying an airplane, or playing any real flying game ever, unless they reverse the controls like a frickin' goober. Looking at you, Sonic Adventure. Just saying, with its tornado crap. Seriously? Why is up, up, and down is down when flying a frickin' airplane? Seriously? What is the point of that? Oh dear, this is not good. Okay. Here we go. Nice recovery. Nice and simple. Alright. You stepped on the wing cap switch. Wearing the wing cap, you can soar through the sky. Now wing caps will pop out of all the red blocks you find. Would you like to save? Yes, please, and thank you. Awesome. The deed is done. And now the wing cap is now permanently active, which means now we can finally go for the 100 coin star on Bob-omb Battlefield. Jesus flick. This should not have taken as long as it has. Also, I did not mean to select that course. Thankfully, you can exit out of the course at any time without KMSing by means of standing still, pushing start, and then selecting exit course. You will exit the course right then and there. No problem. So if you want to go for the 100 coin star, it's recommended to select stars 3 through 6. Nice falcon punch a freaking Goomba in the face. I love doing that. You gotta love the ways of being able to defeat a Goomba in this game. It's quite fascinating. By the way, I haven't really talked about this yet, but Bob-ombs have a predetermined timer. I think they'll run around for about 5 or 6 seconds and then they will explode automatically. However, if you pick them up and then throw them, they'll automatically start to detonate with like a 1-2 second timer. So because of the fact that they go off at such a weird time, and even weirder when they when you pick them up and throw them, speedrunners have found a way to take advantage of this and be able to perform certain tricks with sliding around with a bomb. Just saying, it's quite fascinating if you truly think about it. Okay. And And like I mentioned before, you can slide around on a turtle shell for as long as you want. This thing never runs out of juice. But if you really need to get off of the shell, you can just push and hold the Z button, and bada bing, bada boom, you'll crouch and slide off the shell. Simple as that. Shout out to Simple Flips. Why did I bring that up? Probably because there are a lot of ROM hacks out there that say shout out to Simple Flips. Funny enough, I kind of know who that person is. Not personally, of course, but I'm just saying. I've seen like a couple of videos of his covering certain Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. But that's about it. By the way, you want to know something kind of extreme? You know how there's a ROM hack called Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition? Well, there are people out there who've actually tried to speedrun that game and collect every single star in the game. It's kind of funny and very fascinating. Okay, so how Super Mario 64 Chaos Edition works is, after a certain amount of time passes, a random Game Shark code becomes activated. It can be basically anything under the sun, such as turning you into a sign, or slowly drain your health, or worst of all, it activates a cheat that makes it so everything gravitates towards you. And I mean everything, like the level environment, geometry, enemies, items, stars, anything you can think of, it'll come flying towards you. And when that happens, usually the game can't handle the load and it just crashes. And also going through doors crashes the game upon activation of that cheat in particular, which is quite funny. And also kind of frustrating for certain people who try to speedrun the game, in which case they can't do so due to the fact that the game crashes upon certain cheats activating. One thing I definitely like to do when it comes to bob-ombs and handling them is, upon grabbing one, I would try to throw it against another one. The reason why I do that is so that way, when they blow up against one another, 2 coins will spawn instead of just one. Not sure why that works, but it does. I figure I'd throw that out there. Okay, we got a few more coins left to get before we can exit the course. And I kind of want to save the red coin in the tree here for last. Now then, I haven't really talked about the wing cap very much because I didn't really get a chance to do so. So, the best way of utilizing the wing cap to its fullest is to fire out of a cannon and take the skies that way. That way you can gain the most height and speed within a short period of time. And I was afraid that was going to happen. Oh damn. So, whatever the last coin is to mark the 100 coin star, that's where the star spawns. That is something to keep in mind, especially with later courses. Okay. There we go. Damn, that took a while. But finally, it is done. That is the 100 coin star for Bob-omb Battlefield, and thus the course is now complete. Okay, on to the next one. On to the next course, which, this is another course where technically it's not possible to complete it on your first go. But if you're clever enough, you can still possibly complete the entire thing on your first trip. Alright. So, welcome to Jolly Roger Bay. This place is home to one of the most infamous enemies in the entire game, and has scarred many people for life. And that is known as the Eel Nagi, which is right down here. Funny enough, this enemy never scared me as a kid, and it doesn't scare me now either. So, in order to get inside the ship in which the eel is guarding, you have to get like right up close and personal next to it, and eventually it'll swim out of its cubbyhole. Don't touch it though, obviously, otherwise you will die. And also keep in mind too, is since this entire place, or since all water surfaces are basically holy water, at least most of them, you can just return to the surface temporarily and refill your health that way. Oh my god, seriously? You still have not moved. Come on, dude! Move! It's not that hard to get him to come out of his cubbyhole. I don't know what's going on. Why is he being stubborn like this? But eventually he does come out. He does come out eventually. And we kind of need him to come out in order to get inside the ship. I think after you rub up against him or something, you just have to swim a certain distance away, or something to that extent, and he'll just come out on his own. Yeah, you see, there he is. Now that he's out of the ship, you can just swim right on in, and we can get this first star started. By the way, once you enter the ship, there's no way out. So, in order to get this star, what you have to do is open up these treasure chests here and open them up in order. Once you open all of them up, the ship will then start rising out of the water. So at this point, you want to try to swim up here as fast as you possibly can before the water completely drains from the ship. That way you can get up here more easily. If the water drains before you make it up to the top here, then it becomes much harder to reach the very top area here. And there we go, that's that star. That one is done. On to the next one. Can the eel come out to play? Kind of a trick question, don't you think? Alright, so just like before, we have to play with our friend the Eel Nagi once again. However, this time it's in a different spot. This time the eel is over here. So in order to get it to come out, you have to hang around this area here and pray to God that it doesn't smack you. Afterwards, it'll start swimming out, and the star it's holding will be on its tail. So all you have to do is not get smacked by it, and grab the star. And I'm going to die now, of course. Oh man, that was too close. I thought that eel was gonna kill me. All because I missed the damn star when it was just coming out. What's even worse is that if it completes its lap, you have to get it to come out all over again, which is really freaking dumb. And that wastes a ton of time. Oh, come on! Again with the friggin' teleportation shit? Oh, come on! I touched the son of a bitch! Twice! And yet I still couldn't get it off the damn tail. You just have to touch the star in order to get it off of it. But for whatever reason, the hit detection is completely busted on the thing. Maybe it's my copy of the game that has this problem? I have no idea. Regardless, it's frickin' dumb. This mission sucks, especially after you miss. Plus, for whatever reason, there's a ton of lag in this level, too. I don't know why, but whatever. Now then, there is this star down here. Now, this one, you technically are supposed to wait until you get the metal cap before you can reach it. However, if you're fast enough with your swimming, you can, reach this star. For whatever reason, it doesn't always work, even if you're doing the fast swimming. Swimming controls are pretty simple, all things considered. All you have to do is just push the A button to just constantly do these strokes and whatnot. You can also hold the A button too to do kicks underwater too, and that too can help you. And it is more precise, but it makes you move a hell of a lot slower. Again, I don't know why the star is being uncooperative. I touched the son of a bitch, and yet it still does not get off the goddamn eel. This is not a hard mission. It really isn't. So I don't know why this is being such a pain in the ass. Again, I don't know why this is happening, so I don't know why this has to be so damn hard. It's not a hard mission. It isn't. But for whatever reason, again, due to me teleporting, for whatever reason, it's just, okay, how did I not receive damage there? Collision detection. What the hell is that? And the hit detection is incredibly biased. Like, sometimes you can just grab the star without too much of a problem, and other times it just will not goddamn work. By the way, if you push B while underwater, you'll just do this grabbing animation, which, if you do that, you basically kill all your momentum while swimming. So that is kind of lame. But even so, it's something I feel like throwing out there anyway. There we go! Jesus! God, it's like you can't even touch the main star itself. The character model of it. You have to touch like a very specific point in order to get spawn out from the behind of the eel's tail. That is incredibly stupid. Alright, on to the next one. Now this mission here, if you remember before, there was like this underwater cave-like alcove. Well, within that place, you can find one of the power stars there. Getting it to spawn is a very simple procedure. Also, I want to try this again. Which obviously is not going to work for me. Okay, screw it. I'll have to try again another time. Oh. Hello, 1-Up. Come here. Papa needs you. Thank you for actually being collected, rather than go straight through me into another dimension of God knows where, like in Sonic Forces. Seriously, what the hell's up with that crap? Alright, let's grab the star here. So just like with the first star mission here, we just have to open these treasure chests in the right order. And bada bing, bada boom, the stars spawn. Funny enough, if you're fast enough and do like a ground pound in the air, you'll... Oh, hello Shawario DK. Welcome to the stream. For whatever reason, it seems like my chat just cleared out. Okay, weird. Anywho, what was this star? Red coins on the ship afloat. Okay. So, welcome to the red coin mission. Once again, we will be going for the 100 coin star here too. And by the way, the 100 coin star on this map here, it can be very stingy. And the reason why is because there's only like just over 100 coins here. I think 107 or something? Then again, it's probably 103. Regardless, if any coins spawn, be sure to grab it immediately. Otherwise, you are more than likely not going to be able to get it. Also, you may find these turtle shells just hanging around underwater. If you happen to grab one, you'll be able to swim underwater. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes now, and we just, the only thing that you missed was me trying to struggle with the bomb clip, which I was trying to show off. I managed to get close to actually pulling it off a few times, but I couldn't clip in to the cage on Baba Battlefield. The game also crashed on me twice now. And I wasn't even doing anything major. I was just playing the game, and it just decided to crash for no reason. So, that was kind of lame. Other than that, though, you haven't really missed much. I also took care of the first couple of castle secret stars with Princess Peach's secret slide. Both the one where you just have to make it to the end, and one where you have to finish it within 21 seconds. I also got the wing cap as well. Got the red coins for that course. So that was pretty nice. Not only that, I've also done a few stars here on Jolly Roger Bay as well. Alright, I'm gonna leave that one other coin right down there, because there's still a couple more left to get. Yeah, I have to agree. The cartridge I have is a very old one. It was this was the same cartridge that came with the N64. So, that is something worth mentioning. So, despite it being over 20 years old now, it still works. Granted, I'm still having these crashing problems. Thankfully, it's not the most extreme thing ever, but even so. It is something that's worth mentioning. Alright, let's finish this up. Just got one last red coin to collect, which will spawn the, You have Mario Party 1, 2, and 3? So do I. I also have Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, and many other N64 games. All of them work as if it was like the day I got them. Most of the time. Okay. Weird collision detection much? Alright. There we go. That's the 100 coin star and the red coins right then and there. Perfect timing to finish that up nice and quick. Okay, next one we have is Blast the Stone Pillar. Funny enough, if you manage to pull off a jump kick and jump up the spire that are these things right over here, you can actually get to the star without the cannon. God damn it. But for whatever reason, the jump kick does not work for me when I'm on a slope. I have to agree, yeah, 2 stars for the price of 1. But anyway, as I was trying to say, the jump kick slope thing does not work for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it just does not freaking work. The only thing that happens when I am trying to do the jump kick while I'm on the slope, I dive instead. Here we are. That's done. On to the next one. Actually, the next one, now that I think about it, is through the jet stream, I think. And this is the one where you technically are not able to get on your first trip, because in order to get this, you need the power of the metal cap in order to get through the jet stream. But if you manage to swim fast enough and move in just the right way, when you're against the jet stream, you'll be able to grab the star without the need of the metal cap. I want to see if I can pull this off. I mean, I've been trying for a little while, but even so, just saying, I want to try this at the very least. Okay, camera, work with me here. Oh crap, I'm dead. Of course, the frickin' Eel Nagi had to appear at the worst goddamn moment. God damn it. Oh well, at least the level itself is not very big. So, getting back there is not a big deal. So, we'll just try again. Okay. I could just take the cannon and just blast my way over here. However, I think swimming is actually faster. I could be wrong, but whatever. funny enough, even though my game crashed a couple of times today, hitting reset on the console does not work. You have to physically go and turn off the console and then back on again in order to get it to work again. Oh my god, why am I not going straight down and being pushed away? I mean, I am going straight down, yet I'm being pushed to the side. Come on, you can make it. Ah, damn it. If you manage to mash the A button in just the right way, you can do this fast stroking session, which is a lot more difficult to do than it sounds. Doing this will allow you to swim slightly faster than you would otherwise. Oh, damn it. By the way, you can exit the course by means of just stopping dead in your tracks and select exit course. However, if you're in a stage hazard of some kind, or if you're moving, then you cannot exit the course normally. You have to stand on a flat surface that is considered safe before you can exit. But you can exit the course while underwater too. Alright, if I can't get this one more time, then I'm probably just going to say screw it. And I'll just move on and come back for this later. Okay, screw it. Okay, that's clearly not gonna work. Alright, let's just move on to the next course, which is going to be Cool Mountain. So let's head on in and get the party started. Actually, before I do, there is something I did forget. Although I can always come back and grab it later, I'd rather get this out of the way now that I'm thinking about it. Let's head into this secret aquarium here. This is a pretty secretive level, and if you are just looking around the castle, you might not find this place very easily. So, it is pretty cleverly hidden. You just have to do some clever jumps and do some looking around your environment in order to find this place. Although it's not really that difficult to find. It really isn't. And also, this secret level is not that hard whatsoever. All you have to do is just swim around this square area here within this secret aquarium and just grab the 8 red coins. Bada bing, bada boom. That easy. Level's done. And there's no other secret stars within this place either. There we go. We're done. Done with that. On to the next one. Now we're heading into Cool Mountain. Yep. A lot of people love Cool Mountain as well. Although my favorite level when it comes to this game, I'm not too sure which one it is. Alright, let's do the first mission. Slip sliding away. Snow Mountain Summit. Watch for slippery conditions. Please enter the cottage first. Let's do just that. Welcome to the cottage. Within this place we have a secret slide of sorts. You can slide down here and follow the course until eventually you reach the end. Or until you eventually die like an idiot like me. For trying to go at it far too quickly. Just saying, that's not exactly something you want to do. And by the way, I think that text box will constantly appear until you collect at least 1 star here. So, that is something worth mentioning. Okay, let's try this again now, and hopefully we won't end up killing ourselves like an idiot. Anywho, we have a little secret area here through the wall, which is clearly indicated by the coin path leading straight to it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're already done. Granted, I did end up killing myself like an idiot at first, but oh well, that's just the way it is.
Here we go!
There we go. All done with that. Next. Next one we have is Little Penguin Lost. I'm gonna see if I can do this with style. Yes, I know some of them, though I'm not the most familiar with every single one of them. This is a strategy that I call doing this mission with style. Granted, I wasn't doing it at the fastest rate, but who cares? Also, I skipped through that dialogue box like an idiot. Oh well.
Here we go!
There we go. All done with that one. Again, not the fastest completion time of that, but whatever. Who cares? At least it's done. Now for the big penguin race. If you head into this chimney here, you'll find this giant penguin just hanging out. Hey, Mario buddy, how's it going? Step right up. You look like a fast sledding kind of guy. I know speed when I see it. Yes, sirree. I'm the world champion sledder, you know. What do you say? How about a race? Ready? Go. Sure. Let's go. So, with this race here, you may think you can just simply take the shortcut here and just be on your merry way. No, you cannot do that. If you try to do that, the penguin will disqualify you instead. Oh god. Hand slipped off the frickin' stick. Hit the camera option. Do not want to do that. There we go. All done with that. Whew. Well, that was pretty close, especially considering the fact that my hands were starting to sweat. Also, I skipped the dialogue again like an idiot. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever, he's like, you broke my record! Holy crap! Here's my gold medal, which is actually a star. Enjoy! Alright, on to the next one. Frosty slide for 8 red coins. Okay, let's actually go for the 8. Oh, hello, you're still here. I did not mean to select go. I meant to select don't go, so that way I can just ignore you. But anyway, if you happen to take the shortcut there, then Penguin's like, you cheated, you're disqualified. So, screw you. That is kind of lame that he disqualifies you for taking a shortcut. But, That does make sense. Considering that shortcuts aren't, okay, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I know that, I know that one of your messages didn't pop up, but for whatever reason it was flagged under the auto mod. I think it was due to a phrase that it was being said here, but even so, it is a legit message, so I figured I'd let it through. Okay. Now then. You're intended to, open up a cannon for a later star. However, opening up this cannon is kinda pointless. Because there's actually a way you can get this, upcoming star without the cannon. But you kind of, you don't really need the cannon, but you do need some clever footwork if you want to, get through it in a safe manner. Just saying. Okay. Oh, come on! How did that miss? Whatever. Only 3 coins left. And thankfully they are over towards where the last red coin is located. Funny enough, if you... Son of a bitch!
Mamma mia!
Yeah, that was the speedrunning strat. Too bad I ended up screwing up again. Figures, like right when I was about to finish the damn level too, I had to screw it all up. Okay. Let's try this again now, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this without killing ourselves like a frickin' idiot. Or I can just take the shortcut and ignore every single coin that's on this frickin' slide here. Like a goober. Honestly, I thought there would be coins there, but I guess not. God damn it. Frickin' missed. You know what, screw it. I'll just go move on. I'm not too sure. For whatever reason, it looks like chat is kind of messing up right now. Not sure why that is. I mean, I know some of your messages have gone through, but others not so much. And it's not like it's being flagged by the auto mod so much. One of them was flagged by it, but even so, you're still fine. It's not like it was doing anything wrong here. Okay. The unfortunate thing about this whole situation is right now, if I'm gonna try to get any additional coins, more than likely it's gonna end up spawning the 100 coin star on the slide. And I do not want that to happen. Oh, well, you know, the jump kick actually works now. Maybe that was it. Maybe the reason why I was diving right away is due to, not enough momentum, oh, shoot. Oh, that works. Okay. Now then. 20 coins left to go. Okay. I could, but the thing is, I don't want the 100 coin star to spawn on the slide. Because if that happens, there may not be a way for me to get the star while I'm on the slide. So I'm going to have to do some creative maneuvering when it comes to grabbing the coins I need. I can't see! Gotta love the freaking camera work. Am I right? This was back during the era where the camera just does not want to work in your favor ever, and it loves getting stuck on walls. Okay. This is a problem. Because now the remaining coins I need are in a different section of the level. Well, damn. This is good. Considering what I have to do now in order to, get the coins. Wait, there may be some in here. Okay. Whatever, game. Screw you. Way to dash my hopes and dreams. Jerk. Yeah. It honestly is god-awful. And no subsequent re-releases have made the camera any better. It sucks, I know, but it is something we kind of have to deal with. Okay. I may have to go for the slide anyway. As dumb as that is, I may not have a choice in the matter. All because I accidentally took the shortcut. Just because of that. Okay. I knew it! I knew that son of a bitch was gonna frickin' do that too! And this is why you have to KMS if you don't grab all the coins on the slide at once. You're just fucked. As soon as you fuck up the slide, you might as well kill yourself immediately. Because there's a very high chance that you're just gonna end up spawning the 100 coin star on the slide. And because the way momentum works and the way the 100 coin star works, it spawns upon collection of the final coin. Which is really goddamn annoying. Alright. 77 is a good number to be on. Granted, I would love to get the remaining coins I need, like, right now. Okay. That works. Oh, God. There we go.
Here we go!
All done with that. Now then, time to collect the remaining red coins. Which, oh my god, why does this have to be such a pain in the frickin' ass? Alright, 2 left. Thankfully, I know where one of them is. Oh god. Great landing, huh? And also thanks for the GGs, my dude. Highly appreciate it. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Camera! That works. Phew! Okay, finally! That one is done. Man, that was stressful. Took a lot longer than it should have. That's for damn sure. Alright, Snowman's lost his head. By the way, you have to select this star upon entering the level in order to get this snowball to appear right here. I need a good head on my shoulders. Do you know of anybody in need of a good body? Please, I'll follow you if you do. So all you really have to do here is, first off, not jump off of the face of the earth like an idiot. Instead, you just have to make your way over to where the snowman head is standing. And just stand beside it right over here. Afterwards, you just have to wait for the snowball to come rolling down. Okay, screw you, game! Huh. Well, that's lame. Okay, I hope that the snowball will spawn again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill myself in order to get another shot at it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Again, it's just as simple as standing over here and waiting. I think you still need to have a line of sight to where the snowball is located, otherwise it'll just fly right past you. Like that. God damn it. Alright. We'll do this the intended way then. So basically, the intended way of getting the snowball to go where you need it to go is, of course, get it to start rolling. Afterwards, don't get outpaced by it like a goddamn idiot. Finally, this should still hopefully roll right here. Excellent, it does. Perfect! What a great new body! Here, take this present for you. It's sure to warm you up. Kind of funny how he mentions that despite the fact that he's a snowman and that would possibly kill him. Just saying.
Here we go.
Kinda weird logic if you think about it. Alright, mission complete. On to the next one. You recovered 30 power stars. Now you can open the door with the big star. Again. But before you move on, how's it going otherwise? Did you pound the 2 columns down? You didn't lose your hat, did you? If you did, you'll have to stomp on the condor to get it back. They say that Bowser has sneaked out of the sea and into the underground. Have you finally cornered him? I haven't even gotten that far yet, because I'm still collecting stars on the first floor. Alright, time for the last mission, which is wall kicks will work. And funny enough, this is probably one of the most infamous missions in the entire game due to the wonky wall jumping mechanic. Oh good lord, that was too close. I thought I was dead. Okay. And again. Oh, so close! Basically what you're supposed to do is, wall jump off of this wall right here up into the platform above me. But from what I've seen speedrunners do is they instead wall kick off of this wall here after doing a backflip and just wall kick that way. And then just grab the star afterwards. Oh my god, come on! Come on! However, I think you have to do it at a certain height, otherwise it just will not work. And the timing on this wall kick is kinda strict too. There we go. Not the fanciest way of getting up here, but it works. It's also very easy to fall off here, so take your time, move slow, and you should be able to get this no problem. Whew, there we go. Mission complete. And we did it canonless too, so that's even better. Okay. Well, that takes care of most of the stars here. There's only one major course left in this first floor here. That is Big Boo's Haunt. Let us begin. Time to go on a ghost hunt. And unlike some of the other stars in the entire run here, it's a good idea to go after the 100 coin star as soon as you get here. Because for every Boo that you defeat, it'll spawn a blue coin, which gives you 5 coins. And there's the most number of Boos during this particular star mission as well as the next one. And also, for whatever reason, every time you kill a Boo, it just says, "Ghosts don't die." Can you get out of here alive? And it says that every time you kill a Boo. I don't know why, but whatever. Although it only lasts for this mission, but it's still annoying as crap anyway. By the way, this is another one of those courses where you can't complete it on your first trip. You do have to come back later for one of the power stars, and that thing we need in order to get that star is the... Yep, it is. I was just about to get to that too. But anyway, as I was saying, the power-up we need to get in order to fully complete this course is the Vanish Cap, which we cannot get for quite a while. Not until we start heading into the basement. Alright, next. Hello, how you doing? Gotta love that piano. One of the scariest things in gaming history. Not the scariest, mind you, but even so. Seriously though, if you're here in the chat right now, did that piano scare you as a kid? Me? Nah, it never scared me. It never scared me at all, I'm dead serious. Okay. Throughout this course, you'll also see these, giant eyeballs that are just floating around. Well, oddly enough, those eyeballs, in order to defeat them, you have to, just do a lap around them relatively quickly. And after that, you're, perfectly good to go. They do take a little bit of time to die, though. And you also have to make it so they fix their eyesight on you in order to kill them. And like I've mentioned, it does take a bit of time for their death animation to complete. If you try to go after them as they're spinning around, they'll still damage you. So that is something you need to keep in mind here. Also, some of these coffins, for whatever reason, they rise up and then they fall. Kinda weird if you ask me. Well, that sucked. Oh well, it's fine. We should still make this work without too much of a problem. There we go. Wow, only one coin left. Hello there. By the way, that boo, it does not trigger the, Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, as I was, saying before... Okay, why is this boo invisible? That is weird. Game, what's going on here? Is it because I'm in a different star mission that summons another big boo? Yeah, game, you're being weird again. Okay. Oh, there's the red coin star. I guess I'll go after this one, too. Might as well. It's right there. And it's very easy to get to, as well. Just a couple of backflips and a wall kick, and you're good to go. Where is Big Boo? Good question. Not sure why he wasn't on his balcony, but whatever, he's being weird. Anyway, back to the hunt. Let's go. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I knew that wasn't far enough to the right. And of course I'm sliding off now. What the hell? By the way, it's possible to get this star without the intended method. And that's not it. I love sequence breaking like this. It's honestly one of the best things about Super Mario 64. There are so many ways to get certain stars outside of the intended methods that it's not even funny. Alright, back to this. Anyway, if you want to know what the intended method is when it comes to that star in particular, I guess I'll go ahead and show you. If I can manage to get back up the stairs without going back outside the mansion like an idiot. All we have to do is just go inside this door, go through the haunted bookcase section, and hit these books in the right order. Okay, that's not it. Come on, hit the right book. Come on! Upon doing this, this will open up the bookcase, make it slide back, and you can grab the star. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, no problem. But oddly enough, in Super Mario 64 DS, they fixed the exploit that allows you to get the star outside of its intended method. Kind of weird. But I guess they didn't want people to break the game any more than it already is. But regardless, figure I throw it out there. Okay. Alright, here's the last boo that we need to defeat in order to get the big boo to spawn. Boom! Here comes the Master of Mischief! The Tower of Terror! The big boo! Oh, please. You're not that intimidating. I say as I get smacked. Funny enough, if you jump on a boo, it doesn't damage it. In order to defeat it, you need to do physical damage by means of either kicking it or doing a ground pound to defeat it. See? Easy. As I nearly get killed as a result. Upon defeating the big boo here, it'll raise the staircase to allow you access to the second floor. At least the normal way, minus wall kicks. Just saying. That's one way of getting around. And from that point going forward, the staircase is raised so long as you select the second star. And if you happen to complete the first star in the first place. Otherwise, it'll just stay kaput. Now, this mission right here, Big Boo's Merry-Go-Round, this is another instance where you can collect the 100 coin star very, very quickly during this mission. So this is another great opportunity of getting that star in particular. Because, as you can see here, there's a bunch of boos that just spawn out of this wall here. And after enough of them are defeated, the big boo himself will show up. And just like before, just ground pound him like a couple of times, and bada bing, bada boom, he dead. That boy will be dead! Bada binga, bada booma. That one is done. There we go. On to the next one, which is Big Boo's Balcony, which I've, oddly enough, attempted to do before even doing the first star mission. And funny enough, this is also going to be the last star we'll be able to get for right now. Not until we unlock the Vanish Cap. Alright. Hello there, Big Boo. Good to see you again, buddy. Come a little closer. I want to sit on you. Alright. now it's time for the star. Which, oddly enough, this star spawns on the very rooftop of this mansion. It's pretty easy to get to, all things considered. But it is also very easy to end up sliding off too, because the slopes on the roof itself are a non-traversable surface. So that is something you have to keep in mind. Let me check my star count. Okay, everything's good here. Just wanted to make sure I had all the stars I could possibly get right now. Alright, let's fight Bowser. And I am over the 3-hour mark. Holy crap. Didn't exactly get a whole lot done. Granted, I was fooling around quite a bit on Bob-on Battlefield, so can you really blame me? You stepped right into my trap, just as I knew you would. I warned you, friend. Watch your step. Oh, Bowser. You and your frickin' antics. So not only do we have to get through this entire course and defeat Bowser, there's also a 8 red coin star on each of Bowser's courses. So here we have Bowser in the Dark World. Funny how there was a Dark Land in Super Mario Bros. 3, and there's also a Dark World in Super Mario 64. So what the heck's up with that? Don't ask me. Ask the developers. They have all the answers. Even to a technical level. Which is pretty insane if you think about it. Oh crap! I thought I was dead. All because I dove at the wrong moment. Okay, remember earlier how I said that there's a way you can get infinite lives? Well, in Bowser in the Dark World, it's very easy to do so. Okay, what coin am I missing? Okay, here's coin number 7, and there's death number. I have lost track. Also, Goomba. It's kind of weird how there's a Goomba just hanging around on the death plane. Don't know why that is, but whatever. It's always been there, and you can't kill it no matter how hard you try. God damn it. Of course I would do that. Goddamn it, game. Why are you being so broken? It's funny how Mario has this free range of movements. Oh my god. Anyway, as I was trying to say, despite the fact that Mario has free range of movement, for whatever reason, it's pretty damn difficult for him to just turn around right on the spot. Oh, there's where one of the coins are. That was far too close. Okay. So, this world right here is really not that difficult. It really, really isn't. It can be kind of intimidating, but really, it's not that bad. Oh, Goomba. you may not be that threatening, but if you put a Goomba in a very bad place, it can ruin your day. Okay, there we go. Yes, you can get infinite lives in this stage, and I will explain how that works as soon as we get to that point, which is very, very shortly. In we go. Hello there, Bowser. How you doing? Tough luck, Mario. Princess Toadstool isn't here. Go ahead, just try to grab me by the tail. You'll never be able to swing me around. A wimp like you won't throw me out of here. Never! Ha! Okay, so how this fight works is you just get behind Bowser, rotate the analog stick until you reach a certain amount of speed, in which case you just hold the analog stick in a certain direction, such as left or right, and then push B to release. So our objective is just to throw Bowser into one of the bombs that are scattered throughout the arena here. Come on. That works. So, you may be wondering, how do you execute the infinite lives method? Well, I'll get into that in a second. Urgh, I was a bit careless. This is not as I had planned, but I still hold the power of the stars, and I still have Peach. But you'll get no more stars from me. I'm not finished with you yet, but I'll let you go for now. You'll pay for this later. So then, infinite lives, how does this work? Well, whenever Bowser breathes fire, he leaves a fire trail. And at the end of that fire trail will spawn a coin every now and again. If you collect over 1,000 coins and max out the coin counter, make it go beyond 999, the live counter will then change from whatever lives you have to M25. That means you're given, I think, 999 lives at that point, which is basically infinite. But even so, I figure I'd throw it out there anyway. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. Okay, and with that, we have our first key. And since we are over 3 hours, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. So saving and quitting is not a bad idea. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and end things here for today. That's the end of the first floor for the most part. However, we still have some work to do, as we still need to get our hands on the last 2 caps in the game in order to fully complete the levels that we weren't able to complete previously. But that'll be saved for next time. This is General Snivy with the Super Mario 64 playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, more Super Mario 64 shenanigans, and possibly the ending of the game. We may have only completed the first floor, but trust me, the fun is only just beginning, and we'll be going through this a lot more quickly now that I've finished with the introductory stuff, and also trying to show off certain glitches and everything. Although there is still some other glitches I want to show off anyway. But that'll be safe for next time. Anywho, thank you all once again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.